Guys and girls, I'm no welding expert at all. I'm just a guy who does things, makes things. When I got out of the military and I was in my 20s, I started my career in HVAC, air conditioning. Started off as a duct worker, helper, then became a duct mechanic, then became a serviceman. And in the meantime, I did all that stuff. I called on their houses or trailers, ran flex duct, went into hot attics, did change outs. I did all that junk. But what I'm getting at is, on the side, I had a long service, and I had a big old heavy metal trailer. And one day the axle decided to give way, so I had to weld. I didn't have no welder. I went and bought a Lincoln arc welder. Had no place to hook it up, so I rigged up a cord because I was doing electrical also. Rigged up an extension cord and hooked it to my 30 amp dryer receptacle. And there I am. I've got a welder. How about that? So here I am, first time ever stick welding in my 20s. Didn't have a clue what I was doing. And then top it off, it was Bonita Springs, Florida, and we had rain all over the place. So the trailer was broke down in the yard in about 6 inches of water. And I had customers in other areas I had to take care of, right? So here I am, scared to death. I'm going to be welding, laying in the water, thinking, oh my God, I'm going to get electrocuted or something. I don't know what's going to happen. But anyway, I got a job to do, and I got to do it. There's nobody to help me. So I got to get that axle. I got to repair. I went and got repaired plate, a U-bolt. A U-bolt. So I'd go around the axle and then hook to the plate. And I had to weld the thing onto the axle, a bracket, so it would mount to the, the U-boat, so I could connect everything to the leaf spring and all. And here I am, not having a clue what to do, laying in the water, and I'm welding. It looked like peanut butter. It was terrible. Not just peanut butter, but crunchy peanut butter. But I penetrated enough into the metal where I ran that trailer for a long time like that, never had a problem. So it just shows a little bit of ambition. You can do anything. I wouldn't have let anybody look at that weld, because I was embarrassed, or I would say somebody else did it. But it was good enough. So about this video, what is it about? If you're going to be doing car work, trailer work, old rusted, beaten up parts, you're going to be better off using an arc welder. But if you're going to be able to do more cleaner work, take your flap disc on your grinder, clean the metal off a little bit, MIG's the way to go. The flux core. Most people can't afford MIG unless you got big bucks to buy argon and CO2, and you have a place to put that stuff. Here where I'm at, you can't get argon as CO2. You can get it, but it costs you a fortune, and it's hard to get shipped to this island. So it's flux core or arc welding. And if you're doing arc welding and you got rusty stuff, it's always better to grind if you can, to grind the rust off. But if you got no choice and you can't grind, arc welding will penetrate through that rust a lot better than a MIG will, in my opinion. I'm just talking about my limited experience. I've arc welded not because of a profession, not for anybody else, just for myself. When stuff broke, I welded it. I had weed whackers and stuff like that. I had to build a bracket on my trailer, and I welded that on. Got a little bit better in arc welding. I had an old beat up Mako 490 Alpha, and the Kickstarter was busted off of it, so I had to weld a new one on. That was before they had darkening face masks. I tried to strike an arc, and I hit the side cover. I missed the whole Kickstarter altogether. Left a mark on my old Mako. I finally was able to find the spot and hit it. But we come a long way today with technology and face masks with their auto darkening and all that. In the old days, we didn't have any of that. You point and hit, hope you hit it. Most times I'd miss until the spark. Once the spark ignited, I could see through the mask or whatever. But until that happened, I couldn't see where I was. I'd just take a peek and I'd miss my target, so it wasn't pretty. Anyway, guys, I've rambled on enough. And the thing is, if you're gonna have to do real heavy duty repair work for axles, heavy duty frame work, building trailers or whatever, and metal's less than perfect, it's not always clean, I recommend doing an arc. But if you can clean the metal a little bit and not so heavy duty stuff, I'd go with a MIG flux core. I mean, my flux core would probably do up to about a quarter, but it's more happy doing 3/16. Alright guys, that's all, just rambling on. Adios.